All right. Good morning, everybody. Let's get you pumped up. We got a full body workout. Inhale out. You always do. Good. Exhale down. We got to do it, right? Exhale. Start your trackers. I know you like that reminder. I like it too. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to roll your shoulders up. Oh, back and down. You hear that pop? You never know. If the microphone picks it up, you know. Bring them forward. Good. Now I want you to take it back. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see. We're just going back. Easy squats, down and up. So power pump is going to be a full body resistance workout. Sometimes we use body weight. You always have the option to put the weights down. If they get to be too much, if you feel like, oh, I don't think I can continue this workout, always know that you have an option to modify that. You can stand and do many of these exercises, and I try to remind you of those. We're going to be working in supersets today. We're going to be targeting, starting with your largest muscle groups and working our way down to the smallest ones. Working it all. All right, hold here. We're going to open the hips, stay on this side. Little check of the balance. Good, bring that knee out, around to the side and down. One more time. Good job. Switch sides. Up to the side and down. Good. I think we have two more. You can tell who's got dance training in here, man. Good job. All right. Take those arms out. We're going to leap at the heel and just sweep that leg across. Sweep. Sweep. One more time. All right. Sweep it. Two more. Good. Keeping those feet nice and wide. Take it to a lateral lunge. Come up. Lateral lunge. Come up. Good. And up. And up. You got one more each side. Good. All right, rising up, turn those toes out, keep your feet nice and wide, just like they are. We're going into sumo squats. We're gonna add that arm sweep, swing, down, sweep, good. So sumo squats, gotta be a little bit different. You go into that wide stance. I want your knees pressing toward the back of the room. You just drop the pelvis straight down. Upper body stays nice and tall. You're gonna squeeze up through the heel. You'll feel your glutes engage at the top of that move. Down, squeeze, down. Good, give me four more, down. Sweep it up. Good. All right, stay here. Open the chest, up. Open the chest, up. Just squeeze those elbows back. Try to engage your back muscles, wake them up, squeeze, up. If you have a band, good time to grab that. You can always do that. It's a great warm-up. All right, all the way down. Walk it out. Good. All right, now here's the part you love. Oh, you do. I'm going to turn onto my mat. Make sure everybody can still see me. Here we go. We're going to inhale up. You guys can stay right there. Forward fold. Walk it so go into a flat back right here. Lift the belly button toward the spine. Now walk your hands forward. Yay! Please. Get out there. If you don't want to go to the floor today, if you're injured, if you're just easing into these types of classes, you can use your counter. You can use the wall. Maybe just walk your feet a little bit farther away to make it more intense. Walk closer to lessen the intensity. All right, roll those shoulders back. Engage your core. We're just working on our core endurance here. If you need to put your knees down at any time, you know you can do that. But then try to get them back up. Trying to build that endurance. If you need a little extra stability, you can take your feet apart. Wider is a little more stable. Stay there. 4, 3, 2. Walk those hands back to the feet. Good job, y'all. Roll up. Guess what? We're gonna do it again. Here we go. Inhale. You got it. Exhale and fold. Walk it forward. Walk. Try not to let your hips rock back and forth on that walk out. Now holding here. Hold it. I want you to give me 8 push-ups. You can go knees down. We're just warming up here. Down and up. Down and up. Keep going, down, up, down. I'm just gonna do a face plant on my dumbbells here. Down, up, you got 3 to go. Down. All right, walk your hands back to your feet. You did it. Your upper body's warmed up. All right, take it up again. Inhale. Exhale. And here we go. Marching your feet, just trying to keep that body nice and warm as we get ready to do some work. Keep marching as I explain to you what we're about to do. We've got, like I said, supersets, which means we go immediately from one exercise into the next. Very little rest. It's more of a transition from one exercise to the next. And it's working that same group of muscles. So they're really going to get a lot of activity. We're going to begin with your legs. We like to begin with legs. And then we'll move on to chest, back, shoulders, biceps, triceps, and core. All right, we'll get it all in. Now I'm going to put this thing on, walk across the room and start our timer. You're going to begin with squats. So your heavier weights are what you want to grab. You're going to stand, feet a little bit wider than shoulder width, toes turned out comfortably. And just like we did in warm-ups, we're going to send your hips to the back of the room. So let me get this started. I'll be right back. If only I can almost operate this from across the room. For some reason, it's not engaging. All right, here we go, y'all. Squats. Turn this up a little bit. Here you go. Begin. So you do as many as you want. Try not to let yourself rest too much. You got 45 seconds. Squat, squat. All right, I'm turning to the side again so you can see what we're doing. Squat safety. Think about moving your hips back first. Your knees bend to just follow that motion, but it's all about the hips. It's all about the hips. Push your knees out, same direction as your baby toe, and keep an eye on them so that they don't collapse in when you rise up. Good job, keep it up. This is set 1. We're gonna do this twice. No worries. If you're like, man, I'm too sleepy, I wasn't, there it is. All right, in about 4 seconds, we're gonna go into reverse lunges. But as I was saying, if you're like just getting into it, just waking up, don't worry, we've got another set. All right, there you go, reverse lunge. Up, we're gonna alternate every time. Now, if you're at home and maybe you're having a little trouble with balance today, or if you're here and have a little trouble with balance, you take your feet a little bit wider and makes that lunge more stable. So you want a nice wide step apart. Knee stays behind toe, drive up on the heel, hop, and just stand up on that supporting leg. Really think about connecting your mind and the muscle that you're engaging, your prime mover, the one that you're really working right now. So we're thinking glutes, quads, and hamstrings. All right, little breather there. We're gonna do it again. So squat and lunge, 45 seconds, as many reps as you want. This time around, don't rest too much in between, okay? So when you get to the top of that squat, you're already moving into the next one. You're not standing, all right? That's your challenge. Yay! And I gave you guys a longer break, and you remember when I did this like a month ago? I put in too long of a break in between our sets. I'm gonna have to go amend that timer. We don't need a minute. But the cardio class the other day, it was like, we could have used a minute. I knew it. I know. All right. Well, hey, let's not waste this time. Let's get into it. Hold it. Hold it. Just hold that squat. All right. So tuck your tailbone under. You should feel your core engaged. And there it is. Go. So fine line between full range motion and getting lots of reps in, right? Walk that line where you're keeping it challenging, keeping it safe. Good. Oh, I'm seeing good squats. Now, if you hate that feeling of having the dumbbell right there at your knee, I don't like that. I like to go ahead and kind of wrap them on my shoulders. That's what shoulders are meant for. They're just, look, that dumbbell just goes right there. All right, don't rest on that, rise up. Send those hips back down. Keep going. All right, now you get 15 seconds of a transition. It's not really a rest. If you want more, go for it now. There it is, go. Now we mean it. Just a couple of reps. Head start on that last one. All right, keep those hips facing forward. To all 10 toes facing forward too. So you don't want those hips to open up on a lunge. Not this kind. Keeping it, everything's really squared off in this one. Keeping the toe behind, or the knee behind the toe. Good luck keeping your toe behind you. I don't know how you do that. We were talking about cups of coffee this morning. Maybe I should have had a little more. I talked myself out of another one, but maybe I need it. All right, there you go. Resting. I two. I felt like 2 was enough. Sometimes I'm like, okay, we're gonna get lots done. I need 3 cups, but I didn't do it today. All right, we're moving on. Upper body. We're gonna do push-ups and we're gonna do chest flies. So as many push-ups as you can safely do in 45 seconds using the variation that you love. And maybe the one that you're not as familiar with, do a couple reps of that and try it out. But we're gonna start, everybody starts, if you're going to the mat, everybody starts on your toes. If you know you're not gonna be able to safely do that, then put your knees down, okay? But I don't want you to get into your plank like that. I want this plank, that plank, toes down too, okay? So when we get started, elbows slightly pointing to the back of the room, neck nice and long. Don't look at your knees and toes. They'll be there when you're done. Now that's our signal, go. As many as you want. Go for range. Lowering down. Belly button pulled in. And this is when you just challenge yourself. So if you've been working on these push-ups for a while, and you know that you can do 4, try and do 8 on your toes. Just see. If you don't like it, you know you can finish the rest on your knees. That's fine. "45 seconds is a long time." All right, now grab your weights. They can be light or medium. Kind of depends on your comfort level with a chest fly. That's what we're going to go into. If you're going to do the full fly, come on back with me. Here we are, opening, squeezing, close. Make sure you have some contact between your lower back and your mat here. You don't have to squeeze it down. Just make sure that it's there, because if that back starts to lift up, you'll put too much pressure on your lower back. All right, now if you're standing, everybody keep going if you're already into it. If you're standing, you've got an option here, slightly different, but it works. Palms face in, you're gonna fly like so, alternating sides. So you'll just cross your body. That's an option. All right? All right, now here comes that long rest. We're gonna repeat that set. So just think about how you felt when you finished that. That fly set, I feel like went by really fast. So if that was really easy for you and you can keep your arms pretty straight, it might be time to grab a heavier weight. Use your breath to help you power through those moves. Yeah, so it'll be an inhale, then an exhale to squeeze close. All right, so we're gonna repeat this. Set your weights to the side and roll it over. We got push-ups. How'd you do the first time? Did you make a mini goal in your head? Like, let me see if during this workout I can get 12 in, or whatever. So set that intention, set that goal right now. Push-ups are a big one, right? All right, I know they're coming soon. You wanna work on plank strength with me? Join me here. There it is, go! Down and up. 45 seconds here. don't have to power through them. Just make sure your form is just right and that you're accepting the challenge that you made for yourself, whatever it might be. Now, if you've been doing these a while, you can take it up, take one foot up, make it into a partial decline push-up. You've got that option. Or just stack them. You can do lots of different things. You can put your feet up on a bench. Hey. Have you seen the people that can do this completely vertically? Good for them, man. That's amazing. All right. Swing your feet around, grab your weights. Roll it back. Here we go. Palms face each other. Arms are pretty straight. Squeeze in. Open. Squeeze. Now, you want to take this up a notch. And you feel really good. You can take your feet off the floor. You're working your core that way. Make sure again that your lower back is braced against the mat. Or you can take it up into a bridge. And right there, I would just say make sure your neck stays long. You want that airway open. Squeeze. Looking good. All right, weights to the side. There you go. All right, now moving on, we're gonna work your back. We're gonna do a row, standing, and then we'll make our way to the floor and do a pullover. No, we love a pullover. So for your row, standing, it will be bent. I want you to take this into a two-legged sort of hinge here. So one leg back for some balance. You're gonna hinge it forward. Be sure to brace your core when you do that. Roll your shoulders back. Pretending like you're holding a very long, the big barbells from upstairs. You're gonna bring that bar up, tap yourself in the ribs. We're working on your back for this one. So that's what I want you to think about. Make that mind-muscle connection. All right? These will be medium or heavier weights, just depending on your own comfort level there. Want to turn this way? Okay. So one leg back. That's kind of your kickstand. All right? Hinge it forward. Roll the shoulders back. Row. What I want you to think about here, elbows squeezing toward the back of the room. And I want you to hold that squeeze and then a controlled release. Good. You can sing along if you want. Ivan wants to sing. Good. So when we finish this set, we'll pretty quickly be going to the floor. If you're not going to go to the floor, you can remain standing. You can repeat this same set with the other leg leading. You got options. All right, so take your weights with you. You're gonna have a seat. Rolling back. All right, keeping your neck nice and long. Remember this one? Here we go. Weights together for stability. You're gonna lower over your head. Feel that stretch. And then squeeze those weights together right back over your face. So that stretch happens right below your armpits on your back. And that's what I want you to catch that feeling and squeeze back in place. Building back strength here. Be sure and tighten your core. You can feel that, can't you? And those weights go overhead right there. You gotta brace. Otherwise you're stuck. Let me know. Try to keep your arms pretty straight here as well. All right, and rest. Good job. Little water break now. We'll repeat that set. Feeling good? I am so wet today, and it's so pretty outside. We're kind of done with that walking outside and feeling the wall of humidity. Doesn't it feel like fall? I'm not bad about it. And I love summertime. I don't want it to go away. All right, y'all. Here we go. Now this time, we're gonna rise up, that's right. This time we're gonna go reverse grip. So you're gonna go palms up, but the rest of the motion is the same. You're still focusing on that same group of muscles. The grip is just different. You'll see. And I want you to switch your lead foot too. Okay, and so this is just back for balance. All right, so standing nice and tall. Correct any posture that you need to. Hinge it forward, pull. Oh, that's different. Pull. Good. So your palms are up, pulling that bar. We're pretending it's a bar. It's tiny bars. All right, so your gaze is out on the floor in front of you. Pretty good way. Just to keep your neck in alignment here. We're strengthening our back. Be sure your belly button is pulled in to protect your spine. And your back stays in a nice long line. You all look really good. Good job. Shoulders keep rolled back. Or remember that squeeze I was talking about. Hold it. Perfect. Yes. Slow release. Slow release. Oh, I hate it when it's over. All right. Come on down. We're going to roll back. You can do this with one weight or two. If you've got one weight, we'll just hold it kind of goblet style. And we go. There's your timer. He got you. Good job. Now, you can use any of the variations that we spoke about earlier. And if you want to advance it even further, you can take your arms apart slightly. Whoa, really got to brace then, right? Steady through your core. So try not to tap the floor like I just did. All right, roll to the side, set those weights down. All right, we're going into upright row, lateral raise. You can stay on your mat for this or you can rise up. It depends on your own comfort level and how good your knees will feel after a minute or after 1.5 minutes being on the floor here. All right, let me show you the moves and you can decide. We're gonna work shoulders, so light to medium weights are a good choice. We did these the other day. Upright row, and then we're taking it into a lateral raise. So upright row is gonna keep really close to your body. You're gonna correct your posture even here kneeling. So tuck your tailbone if you need to, close your ribs, roll your shoulders back, and those weights just skim up your body. So you'll do upright row followed by lateral raise. You'll just keep going. Sorry, those are two separate. So we'll do upright row for 45 seconds. Here we go. My bad. I was trying to make it exactly the same as the other dance. Kind of differently. Here we go. So, upright row, you're using quite a lot of your shoulder, all the different sets of muscles there. For your lateral raise, you probably are going to drop down to a lighter weight if you have the variety in front of you. Now, while we're in this kneeling position, use your glutes to help steady you, keeping you from falling over, right? Keep it steady. Good, and it's lifting the elbows rather than pulling them back. Let me show you on my knee. So it's just straight up rather than here. Straight up. Good, all right. So like I said, you might want to switch out with a lighter weight. So now we're going to concentrate on your medial delts, just the ones out to the side. That's why the lighter weight. Here we go. Bring it up. Yep. Just straight into the letter T position. Hands get in line with shoulders. If you need to modify this, you can alternate. So one, control it down. Other side, control it down. Yep. You can mix it up. You can do a variety of, like a little trail mix of your own kind of exercise here. Make it work for you. Keep your upper body nice and tall and straight here. You feel those shoulders burning? Oh, baby. Inhale here, exhale here. Keep your neck nice and long. Let your shoulders do the work. Perfect, Shelly. Yes, we're gonna do that again. Shake it out. All right, yeah, take a little time to stretch. We're gonna repeat that set, that super duper super set. When we come back, you make a switch with your weights. Now don't back off. If that just made your muscles tired, that was a good choice for you. If it's causing you to have to compensate with your posture, then drop down in weight. You don't want to keep lifting something that's making you crunch your neck or wobble from side to side. But if you felt good, other than that muscle burn, then that means you're staying in a good spot, weight-wise. All right, ready for more? It doesn't matter because we're gonna do it. All right. Okay. So hopefully you have a chance to shake it out. Stretch out those shoulders again. You can take it to a standing position if you like that better. It's up to you. All right. So wrists are going to stay straight. The weights stay very close to your body. Just give it up. Like I said, just like you're zipping up a weird hoodie. Okay? Keep it there. You really start to feel it in the front of the shoulder, even though you're using a lot of your shoulder here. Exhale, generally speaking, on the toughest part of an exercise. It'll help you power through safely. Do a couple more reps. Just keep checking in, checking out your posture. All right, good. I'm switching to my lower weights for the lateral raise. You guys are gonna love the next set. It's gonna make you feel beastie. I know it. All right, so shoulders are back. Keep the shoulders back, all right? Promise me. Yes. Now, if you are doing the thing where you need to, if you feel like you need to bend an elbow, or if your neck is getting into the action, take it to one at a time. Nice, slow, and controlled reps here. Hold for about a quarter of a second longer than you want to. And control that descent. Good. You got it. Nice job. Got it. One at a time. Yeah. All right. I gotta do the other one. There we go. All right. So for the next set, I also invite you to stay down here on the mat. We're gonna do a preacher's curl. We love this because this recruits more of your bicep muscle fibers. You're safer in this position. You just steady your elbow right inside your knee. You're hinged forward. I'm gonna turn to the side so y'all can see. It's a straight back. So my chest is still lifted. I'm not down here working, all right? Keep it straight. Keep that elbow braced against the inside of your knee. You'll probably lift a slightly heavier weight than you did with your shoulders. And this is where we're gonna stay. And for the other set, we'll switch sides. So we'll stay on one side. Just really working it out. Okay, ready? This is the one that, like, every muscle magazine, you'll see this, right? This is the pose. All right, you can begin. Get you an extra couple of reps. There it is. You beat the buzzer. All right, so once again, I'm gonna remind you, because I have to remind myself constantly, brace your core. Even in this position, especially when you hinge forward at all. All right. So really giving your arm the opportunity to really lengthen here. It can do more work when at its longest point, its most stretched out point, and then squeeze it back up. Exhale up, release down. Keep that body still. All right, for your next one, you can drop to 2 lighter weights, or you can take 1 heavier weight and just go hand over hand. We're going to kneel. This is your overhead triceps extension. You turn to the side, just like you're shaving off that ponytail. Don't move, unless you want to. All right, so right here, the thing that I tend to do, so some of you might do this too, is push your ribs forward. Don't do that. Keep them closed. Let this work stay here in your triceps. So the back of your upper arm. Squeeze those elbows really close to your temple. Right about now, it's starting to feel a little more difficult. If it's still easy, this might be too light of a weight for you. Next time, I challenge you to grab a slightly heavier weight. If you want. If you're up for the challenge. All right. There we go. All right. Parking that weight. You've got a longer rest, so let's take this second to lengthen out. So a little stretch here. Shake, shake, shake. How do you feel? Good. All right. We're doing great, y'all. Everybody looks good. Everybody looks strong. Take your time on these reps. More time under tension means more work for your muscles to do, which means you get more out of your time that you're devoting to your workout today, which I always like. All right, we're gonna get ready for your next set. We're going again into that preacher's curl. So your biceps on the other side of your arm, or on the other side of your body. So you're gonna hinge it forward, park that elbow just inside your knee, help yourself out, give yourself that other weight. Keep the shoulders rolled back too, all right? Yeah, perfect. Y'all look so beastie. Good job. All right, you can go ahead and start if you want a few extra reps. There it is. We're just all over beating the buzzer today. Good job, everybody. Raise your core. Back nice and straight, yes. Now, you can always do this standing. You'll just do a standard biceps curl. You can isolate and just do one arm at a time. You can do both. If you're standing, you get a choice. Again, we're going to think about the muscles that you're working. Imagine those fibers stretching and contracting to squeeze that weight back up. I panicked because yesterday, my son, who's a very strong boy, he's 9, he beat me in arm wrestling, and I was crushed. But I'm not going to make excuses. I just told him I'm going to work a little harder. All right, we're going into the overhead triceps extension. 9 years old. It'll be all right. I said, I'm just not warmed up. But we're going to have a rematch. I'll let you know how it goes. He's a lefty like me, so I've got no excuses. I'm stronger on that side. You try to argue with me. All right. Keep that chin parallel to the floor. Good. Nice steady gaze. Keeping that neck in alignment. All right. Bring those elbows closer to your temples. Ha! Perfect. That was just starting to get difficult. All right. We're going to move into some core work. We've got dead bugs. We love a dead bug. It's a relatively safe way to work the core and strengthen it without compromising your back. We slow down for this one. And then we'll end it with a double crunch. And that'll be the end of our superset. All right. So you're going to roll back. I'll show you this, and then I'll show you a standing version if you're not going to go to the mat. All right. So you might remember this position, your knee needs to stay over your hip. If you bring it in, then you lose the effectiveness a little bit. It's not quite as tough. All right, just sit in this position. Can you feel your core? You should feel it engaging, trying to hold your legs there. And you need to have your back pushed down slightly into the mat. So have some contact. If it lifts up, then you need to probably put one leg down at a time. You can do that. All right, so dead bug is here. And you're going to alternate. Left leg, right arm, return them. Right leg, left arm, return. All right? Now, if you want to just think about it a second, just 2 legs, you can do that too. There are lots of different ways you can modify. You can tap the toe down, or you can extend. The tap is a little safer for your back. All right. Now, if you're standing, you're going to remember it's a little bit of a balance check. But you're going to take your knee up above your hip. You'll just alternate sides. The more you straighten your leg, the tougher this is for your core to compensate. So you make it a little bit easier by keeping the knee bent. All right, moving into double crunch. If you're standing, this will be your standing pelvic tuck. All right, so double crunch here, fingertips behind ears, and we're just going to lift your shoulders as well as your hips. All right, so think about when we work our muscles, we're flexing them, and that's all we're doing here. You're flexing your core, top and bottom. Think about yourself and visualize making your body into a little macaroni noodle here. All right. So again, just like we did with some of these other exercises, I want you to hold at the top and then controlled release. Exhale up. Inhale as you lower back down. Making sure your neck stays long. All right, very good. Okay, rolling it over. We're gonna go back to that dead bug. This will be your last little bit of work and then we'll stretch you out. Feel good? It's good times in power pump. Now, picking the variation you want. So again, standing. I'll show you from the side. It can be here. If you want to make it a little tougher, you can give a little more length to the leg. So if you want to keep it a little short, a little safer, if you're just kind of seeing how your balance is feeling this morning, keep that knee bent. Otherwise, you're on the floor. We're done. All right, everybody just hold this position. Just hold it. I'm going to check. Make sure your knee is above your hip and not any closer. You should feel your core just holding, even not moving at all, just holding you in place. All right. Looks good. Take those arms up. There we go. Looking good, y'all. Couple more seconds here. It's a good coordination exercise. All right, shake it out. Ready to finish? Yeah. All right, fingertips behind your ears. You can do this, make sure you're engaging your core. Just expand, pull in, and hold that feeling. All right, double crunch, we're going. Come up and hold. Release, up and hold. Release, up, hold. Release, up, hold it. Release. Good, keep that tempo. Think about bringing your ribs to meet your hip. And you're done. Good job. Take a second to stretch it out. Oh, big inhale, arms overhead. All right. And I don't even think I'm going to switch our music. It seems pretty chill. So you guys just stay right there. I am going to cut the lights a little bit. Let's see if I can still see everybody in Zoom land. Yeah, look at that. This is going to be a legit cool down. All right. So staying where you are. Inhale, arms overhead. And exhale. Again, inhale, arms overhead, arch your back. Exhale, arms down. Bring them up overhead. Inhale here, brace your core, and just roll up. See if you can make it up without touching your arms down. You can ignore the time. You don't need it anymore. All right. Good job. Stay there. Sitting tall. Toes to the ceiling. I just want you to hinge forward. Reach for your toes, nice flat back still. Keeping it in a nice straight line. All right, come on back. Take one foot, bring it in close, bending the knee, arms up and overhead. Exhale, reach for the toe. Hold it. Good. Keeping a flat back first. You can round it forward. And release. Switch sides. Other foot comes in. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, reach. Flat back. Good. It's a big hamstring stretch here, right? You're reaching for that toe, whether you touch it or not, doesn't matter. You're still making that stretch happen. Now, round your back. Now we're stretching your back. And release. Now, if you can, bring both of your feet in, soles of the feet together. Try and press your knees toward the floor while staying upright. Staying here. Right? All right, and release. Shake it out. Now, if your knees feel okay with this move, join us. If not, go ahead and flip over into downward facing dog. We'll meet you there. So, heels in close to your glutes. You're going to press forward. You'll get a little bit of a quad stretch here, stretching out your shoulders and your chest as well. And then peel forward, one arm at a time. Step it back. Downward facing dog here. All right. Lifting your hips and pushing them toward the back of the room. And then lowering into plank. If you can, I want you to take one leg forward into a runner's lunge. That arm that's on the inside, the one closest to your knee, I want you to rotate through your thoracic spine, reach up toward the ceiling. Working flexibility here. Lower it back down. Straighten your legs. Bring that back leg in a little bit. All right, good. Now we're going to switch legs. Step it back. Runner's lunge. Oh, that feels so good. Same thing. Arm that's on the inside, closest to your knee, rotate. Reach for the ceiling here. Try to keep your hip down. And release. Step your feet together. Bend those knees. Roll up slowly. That head comes up last. Turn around again. Bring the head up. Inhale up. Exhale, open the chest. Elbows wide. Hands meet behind your back. Roll those shoulders down. And we'll lift your hands a little. Intensify there. How you feel? I wish I'd just shut that timer off. Release, shake it out, inhale up. We're gonna do that again. Exhale, open the chest. Let your hands meet behind your back. Roll it. Lift the hands. And release. Right here, drop your chin down. You're gonna dive those hands away from you and round your upper back. And release. All right. Inhale up again. Exhale, you're going to lower that hand in between your shoulder blades to release your triceps. Pressing back of the elbow gently. And switch. Release. Take the arm across. Switch sides. Releasing your shoulder. Good work today, everybody. Right, looks really, really good. The strong form looks awesome. Inhale up. Exhale, take it down. Y will be closed on Labor Day, so do your own workout. You have the knowledge. You can get it done. Take a walk. Spend time with family. Enjoy yourselves. Exhale. All right, I'll see you soon. Thank you very much.